How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map update for Farming Simulator 25 on the mod map Oak Bridge Farm, formerly known as Calmsden Farm. Now, before I get too deep into this one, I want to give a huge shout out to Dust Bunny. Thank you so very much for sending me this information in the Discord. Greatly appreciate it. This would have completely flown under my radar had you not added the additional context to all of this. So again, Dust Bunny, thank you so very much for sending this over to me. Now, because this is a update on Calmsden Farm, now known as Oak Bridge Farm, there is a history of a new save game being required. Please take note where you started your save game in comparison to the changelogs available. If your current save game is prior to the changelogs or requires a new save game, then do not update your save file unless you're willing to potentially break your current save. Now, the uniqueness about this particular changelog is that we already had a 1.1.0.0 for Calmsden Farm. This is also 1.1.0.0 here for Oak Bridge Farm. Now, I'm going to refer to this as a kind of part 2 for this particular changelog, just because there are some unique features that was confirmed by Oxygen David. And I am going to relay them here now. So a part of the part 2 of this changelog says, map has been renamed from Calmsden Farm to Oak Bridge Farm to discourage people visiting uninvited. Meadow grass can now be mowed. All decals and collisions have been fixed around the farm. All milk can be sold at the dairy. Note, no new save game is required. Again, that is for this portion of the update, not in the holistic view. The previous 1.1.0.0 had a note in it that basically read, if you want all available changelog components, then yes, it does require a new save game, but if you're not concerned about that, you're not required to have a new save game. So now let's start at the top and work our way down. Map has been renamed from Calmsden Farm to Oak Bridge Farm to discourage people from visiting. Meadow grass can now be mowed. So if I go over here to this vehicle, now you can see, if I bring up the map, you can see I'm in the middle of field 10. This is an already established field, so if I fire this up, turn on the equipment, you can see mowing the field, not an issue. But I bought farmland number 21, which is right across the street, right across this little lane right here. If I continue on, yes, look at that. We can now mow field grass once again. That is amazing, and very happy about that one. So now let's move on to, oops. The next one says, all decals and collisions have been fixed around the farm. So one in particular that I can think of is this little cow barn right over here. This had a decal that was left on it after selling the cow barn. So let's get right over here. So right here above this kind of vat right here, this little stain that's on this wall right here, this was still here after selling this building. So let's see if that one remains. So if I go here, enter demolition mode and sell that for no money. Okay, I saw the little something right there, and it looked like it was almost a decal, but no, the decal is gone. If I swing around to the other direction, it is, yep, it is 100% gone. That's exactly what we want to see. And as you can see here, it was that kind of dirt pattern that was kind of hanging suspended right there. That is now fixed. Last one here says all milk can be sold at the dairy. So if we take a look at the prices per 1,000 right here under this section, scrolling down, let's take a look at the various types of milk. So we got buffalo milk. Dairy is one of the components, or one of the sell points there. Nothing for the bottled though. So that is a separate kind of thing. It does not include the bottled products. Now continuing on, let's see if we can find more. There we go, goat milk, dairy, perfect. And Let's see, what about milk? There we go. We have 2000. Yep, that is the dairy. Perfect. Is there any other? I don't think there's any other milks per se. Nope, I'm going to say that is good to go. And then lastly, no new save game is required. And that's it. That is everything for this part 2 of changelog 1.1.0.0. Again, I want to thank Dust Bunny very, very much for sending me this information and sending this to everybody in my Discord. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. So that's it for this. Now, I do want to say one thing just very, very quickly. One of the things that was written on Oxygen David's post that Dust Bunny forwarded along to me was the reason why this map is no longer referred to as Calmsden Farm, but rather is now going to be referred to as the Oak Bridge Farm. The reason that was is because people were showing up to this farm unannounced and uninvited. Please, please, please do not do that. Do not show up to these places unannounced, uninvited. That is, number one, extremely intrusive and is extremely dangerous. It can be extremely dangerous. You don't know whose farm or whose property you're showing up at. You don't know what the property lines are. You don't know what the boundaries are. You might think that you're just, trying to get a look-see at something, but you don't know how things are in these particular areas. So, again, I very, very much just try to dissuade anybody from just showing up here at this farm in real life. That is a very, very bad idea and can be very, very, very dangerous. You don't know whose property you're going to. You don't know whose property you're stepping on, whether you do it on purpose or on accident. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Be smarter than that, because, again, things could go very, very wrong very, very quickly. And yeah, don't need to put yourself into a situation that is completely and utterly avoidable. Anyways, I want to just make sure I said that because it felt important. All that being said, I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing, the shows you're engaged with the channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Take care.